So, good afternoon. This is Paul. We're here at Exotics Racing, Las Vegas, Nevada, here with Savanah Holmgren. We are in the Ferrari F430, starting off your day, doing 7 laps. Does that sound right?
That sounds correct.
All right. So, big things we're looking for when we get on that racetrack. There's orange cones at the end of the straightaways. Those are our braking cones. So we're going to brake straight all the way to the first green cone. At the green, we ease off the brake, nice smooth turn in down to that apex. We'll give it just a little bit of throttle to keep the car balanced as we get there. But when we clip that apex, we start unwinding the steering wheel. Then we start squeezing on the throttles. We track all the way out toward the green exit cone. We rush down to the next corner. We do it all over again.
Okay.
Nice and easy, right?
All right.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Right, exactly. I've got the mirrors, so you don't have to worry about anything behind us. Just want you to keep your eyes up, looking as far ahead as possible.
Okay.
If there's any passing that needs to take place on the track, my hand comes on the wheel with yours. If anybody needs to pass us, they'll have to wait till I turn our hazards on. And if we're passing them, we're waiting until we see their hazards before we go around them.
Okay.
All right, so the paddle shifters, like we talked about a little bit, right hand is upshift, left hand is downshift.
Okay.
This car we use 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear. But I'll call out the shifts for you so you don't have to worry about when.
Okay.
But don't be afraid to really let it rev up. We like to shift at about 7,000 RPMs.
Okay.
So if you do happen to glance at the track, the needle will be straight up and down. That's about pretty much where we like to shift.
Okay.
So do you have any questions for me?
So when we get to the red cones, that's when we want to start hard braking.
Mm-hmm.
And how hard should I press on the brake?
A lot harder than normal. So you'll figure 60 to 70% is a good
Okay.
place to start. And then I'll tell you if we need less brake or more brake at any given time.
Okay, and then when we start going into the first green cones, that's when I let off and start moving
Get
to
nice,
the apex?
Exactly. So nice and easy with the steering. You don't want to jerk anything because that really transfers the weight,
Okay.
gets the car out of balance, basically is what it is. So yeah, just nice and smooth all the way down to that apex. And then once we hit that apex, we start unwinding or straightening the wheel, and that's when we start accelerating.
And I accelerate towards the next green
The
cones.
green exit cone, yeah, which is going to be far outside of the track.
Okay.
So basically what we're looking to do is we want to be wide going in, tight to the apex in the middle, wide coming out, using up as much track as we can.
Okay.
Basically we're looking to shorten the corner as much as possible, making it as straight as possible, gets us back on the throttle sooner.
Okay.
And that's where we pick up time on a racetrack.
Okay.
Think you ready for this?
Oh, no, I'm not. That's okay.
But we're going to do it anyways,
We
right?
are.
All right, so with your foot on the brake, hit the upshift lever one time. That puts the car into first gear. We're in manual mode now.
Okay.
So we're going to pull straight out and head toward the left. Head
So
toward
a little bit of gas?
Yep, a little bit of gas. So it'll take us over those little bump stops. There we go. And then we turn left.
This is a heavy car.
Not so bad, actually.
No?
It's one of the lighter ones out here. Just different. It's a whole different driving experience.
Yeah.
So we're going to come right before the stop sign will come to a stop. That way if that drift car needs to come by, he's got room to go around us.
Okay.
So right here is good. And if you're ready, let's go ahead and start rolling. We're going to head right onto the track to that green cone. Clear on my side. We'll upshift one time. And we're going to kind of wick our way in. We're going to go straight through to the green cone out there by itself. We'll upshift one more. And as we get going faster, we're going to brake straight to the green as wide as we can. Off the brake, we turn in nice and tight to the apex on the right side here. As soon as we hit that apex, we want to start squeezing on the throttles. We unwind out. When we're straight, we put our foot down. We go as fast as we want. Upshift. And at the orange cones, good brake. Downshift one. Wait for that green. Start easing off the brake. Now a smooth turn in. Light throttle right away, staying tight to our apex. And once we hit that apex, we start squeezing as we unwind out, looking for the green exit cone. Hard on the throttle to the next corner. And we'll brake straight all the way to the green. Start easing off the brake. Now turn in nice and tight, little bit of throttle. And we're going to get back on the throttle as we come out, and then we make our way back to the right side. Just a light brake here to set the car. Off the brake, we turn in, tight to the apex on the left. Start squeezing as we unwind out, use up all that track. And we're back on the throttle, aiming for the green cone in the corner, and then we brake straight to it. This is our tightest corner, so off the brake we turn in tight. We're going to get a little bit more throttle coming up to our apex. Start squeezing on the throttle as we come out, using up all the track, coming back over to the right side. So we turn in here, and we get back on the throttle, we're going to stay to the left. We're going to let one car go by, so we'll just stay on the outside. He'll pass us on the inside. And once he goes by, we'll jump in right behind him. We'll try and catch him. What do you think?
Okay.
All right, so turn in tight. Start squeezing hard on that throttle. Foot on the floor. Upshift. brake, turn in. Little bit of throttle, stay tight, keep turning, keep turning. Right back on the throttle, hard unwinding out for that green cone. And brake straight all the way to the green. Ease off the brake, turn in, light on the throttle right away, a little bit more. And then squeeze hard on the throttle coming out, back to the right side. Light brake, we go in tight to the left. And we're gonna stay on the left, we'll let one go by on the outside.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and accelerate just a little bit more. And brake straight. Once he goes by, we'll turn in tight behind them. Little bit of throttle, stay tight to the apex. Squeeze on the throttle coming out, just like him. Use up all that track as we accelerate. Back to the right side. Light brake here, we turn in. We get back on the throttle, straight through, aiming for that green cone. And when we get to the green, turn in tight, little bit more throttle this time. And now squeeze hard, back on that throttle, all the way down. How's you feeling so far?
Good.
Upshift. Upshift. And brake hard. Downshift. One more. Ease off that brake. Turn in. Little bit of throttle. We'll carry a little bit more speed this time. And then right back on the throttle hard. Unwinding out for the green exit. And brake straight. Downshift once. At the green, we're off the brake. Turn in tight. Light throttle. And hard throttle coming out, back to the right side. Light brake, off the brake, turn in tight. A little bit more throttle coming over. And then squeeze hard as we unwind out. Aim for the green cone in the corner. And brake straight all the way to it. Ease off the brake, turn in tight. A little bit more throttle, staying tight, a little bit tighter. And then hard throttle coming out. Use up all that track hard. And then back to the right side. Light brake, turn in, and get back on the throttle. Hard throttle, straight through. We're gonna brake straight to the green, off the brake, turn in tight, a little bit tighter, and then squeeze hard on the throttle coming out, start unwinding right away. Good to go. Upshift. Upshift. And brake hard, downshift one. At the green, come off the brake, turn in, light on the throttle. A little bit more, keep turning though. And then hard throttle, start unwinding out to that green exit cone. Brake straight to the green, downshift once. Ease off the brake, turn in, a little bit of throttle right away, a little bit more. Hard throttle coming out, back to the right side. Light brake, tight to the left.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah, this one's tricky, kind of goes up
Yeah.
and down, but hard throttle coming out. Right back to the green cone. And brake all the way to it. We're gonna come off the brake here, turn in tight. Just a little bit more throttle this time. Yep, use up that track as we accelerate hard. And then back over to the right side. There we go. Light brake, turn in, and get back on the throttle. Hard throttle, straight through. Stay wide. Off the brake, turn tight, a little bit tighter. Start squeezing on that throttle here. Foot on the floor, unwind out. Upshift. Upshift. Brake hard, down one, stay wide. Ease off the brake, now turn in, light on the throttle. Stay tight, a little bit more. Keep turning. Right on the throttle, hard coming out. Downshift. Wait for the green, off the brake, turn in, light throttle right away, a little bit more. Hard throttle coming out. Back to the right side. And green cone, tight to the left. Back on the throttle, hard coming out. All the way to the green cone in the corner. We're gonna brake straight to it. Gonna come off the brake, turn in tight. As soon as we hit that apex, hard throttle, hard. Back to the right side. Light brake, turn in, throttle, hard throttle through here. Wait for that green. Now turn it tight, a little bit tighter. And then back on it, foot on the floor.
Woo!
Upshift. Upshift. Brake here, down one. Wait for the green,
Sorry.
keep braking, that's okay. Turn it, a little bit of throttle, off the brake.
Okay. Oh,
We're good. At that point, we gotta trust the car.
Yes.
But right back on it hard. And braking here, downshift once. Off the brake, turn in, a little bit of throttle right away. And right back on it, hard coming out. Stay on the right side. And tight to the left, little bit of throttle. Nice and smooth. Now squeeze hard coming out. Use up all that track. Right back to the green cone in the corner. And brake straight. We're going to come off the brake, turn in tight. And hard, right back on it. Back to the right side. Light brake, turn in, and back on the throttle, straight through. And wait for that green. Now turn it tight, a little bit tighter. Hard throttle, hard on the throttle. Still doing okay?
Good.
Upshift. Upshift. Brake hard, down one. Wait for the green, ease off the brake, turn in. A little bit more throttle this time. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Hard throttle, hard on the throttle. And braking straight, downshift once. Ease off the brake, turn in tight. Keep turning, right back on the throttle. Hard on the throttle. To the right side. And green cone, tight to the left. And back on it hard coming out. And braking straight. That was our 7 laps.
Woo!
So what'd you think?
Oh my gosh, that was
So
great.
we're gonna slide right off here. We'll take it back in this way.
Okay.
And I'll pop the car into automatic so we don't have to worry about the shifting anymore.
Whew.
Pretty intense, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, my palms are sweating. Holy moly.
It happens, don't worry.
Oh
so
my
go
goodness.
right up this way.
Whew.
See, that was nothing to be nervous
That
about,
was
right?
amazing.
Good.
That was amazing. I'm
That's
so
what we
glad
like
I'm
to
doing the Lambo next.
Yeah, yeah, because that car is going to be a little bit tougher to drive.
Okay.
So that was going to require a little bit more energy
Okay.
to muscle it around the track. And you'll see what I was talking about when I said this one is lighter.
Yeah.
You'll really feel the weight in that car. And the brake pedal's a little bit trickier too. So you'll end up using a little bit more brake pedal
Okay.
on that car. But you'll just keep doing what you're doing. You had a great line. Everything was smooth. Everything that we like to see you were doing. So just keep that up. And you'll have a lot of fun in that Lamborghini. So we'll pull
Awesome.
till we feel those little bumps. Right there. So actually we're going to back up. Just go back a foot. We'll go right back over them and then we'll stop. Right. There's perfect. So both levers together at the same time. Pops the car into neutral.
Okay.
And then turn the wheel all the way to the right for me. So do you have any questions about anything we did or how it went? Or
God. So I did okay for the first time.
First
doing
time
that?
you did awesome. You really did. You were smooth. Every lap I think you started to learn the track a little bit more. You learned the car, the driving style, everything that we're looking for. And as you got comfortable, you just kept going faster, faster, faster as you learned to trust the car.
Yeah.
Just the one time we were a little bit fast going at the end of the straightaway, and we kind of did it. You forgot to turn.
Yeah.
At that point, just come off the brake altogether. It feels weird.
Yeah.
The only chance we have to get through it is to get off the brake and really turn it down.
Okay.
As long as we have all the weight on the front of the car, that'll help us. As long as you don't mash back on the throttle while we're cranking it, you would have been okay getting through that.
Awesome.
All
oh
right.
my gosh. So much fun.
Great.
All right.
So what we'll do is we'll get the video shut off. We'll get you back inside. We'll get you guys in line for your Lamborghini.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
High five.
Yeah.
Okay.